What is up, guys? Diplex here again. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing great today. We're back in the Modern Conflict mod for Gates of Hell with the latest map and battle available on the Steam Workshop. This is Red Tide, and it's a Soviet beach assault. I've modified it a bit. I've added more VDV assets. I love air landing assaults, like they're fantastic, and I think we might need them. The US artillery is deadly, as could be seen in the previous video, which did really well, so thank you guys for all the likes, views, and comments on that one. Without further ado, I think it's about time we kick this one off. I just want to go out and say I think this is also very World in Conflict-like. There's a beach tanker. This is giving me like Washington State vibes, the coast somewhere. It's a US city. It doesn't look very French as opposed to the previous one. Some of these buildings have that sort of American architecture. Yeah, this one's going to be awesome. And I was actually thinking of World in Conflict yesterday. There was a tweet someone made like, "Don't cry, it's only a video game," and then they posted a picture of a video game that I hadn't played. But I thought of, have I ever cried to a video game? And I was 12 at the time, but I mean, that's not really an excuse. It still actually makes me sad to think of the Mark Bannon story from World in Conflict. If you've played the game, and if it actually made you emotional, let me know. Because the character development, and the storytelling, and how it all ended was tremendously sad. In fact, it made me cry. I think I cried for an entire night. My mom couldn't figure out what was wrong, but at least I wasn't emotionally dead inside. And I'm still not, because it actually made me sad yesterday watching some of the cutscenes. You know, they had the drawings and just like when he called his parents after he was dead. Oh man, it was sad. It's so sad. I have to play that game. For those of you who haven't experienced it, play World in Conflict. Probably the best single-player RTS game, or like the best campaign for any single-player RTS game out there. Let's go ahead and get this one started, boys. It's gonna be massive, and I'm excited. Let's bring up some armor first. Okay, we've got infantry dismounting. Bam, bam. Rabota. Okay, they're dismounting here as well. And some people were calling this like, oh, the scale isn't that big, or the realism, you know, like, well, you have to take into account it's based on a game that focuses on a much smaller scale. So what the mod has done to the core game and the experience with these massive maps and ranges has really made it seem more like a war game almost, like a World in Conflict title almost, which is quite nice. It actually blew me away though. Let's get the VDV going, man. Let's keep pushing up the beach. Okay, they can't land there. Where can they land? Oh! Oh, did you hear that armor spalling? Holy shit. Ding. It's a bit hard to select the units, but we try. That tank's been knocked out. one of our Mi-24s has been shot down here. Okay. Noted. Now let's focus a little bit more here on the right flank. It seems like the tanks are big targets to they're like attracting artillery fire, because a lot of them are knocked out here on the beach. Can't forget about our air landing party here on this side either. I think infantry is going to be the key factor of this battle. But we do have more armored assets back there, and we're going to pull them out. Chopper down. Oof. Let's see how we're doing on armored assets here. This side's looking pretty flied. Okay. Bump out. We have a strong point here. Needs to be knocked out. Oh. Ooh, tank battle. Can we engage? Doesn't look like it. I didn't know they had an Abrams standing there. Okay. Noted. Oh. Yeah, all our armor seems to be just infantry is getting past, but all the armor's been held back. We've got 2 T-72s that we can bring up here. Three. And a T-80, of course. Oof. 2 rockets fired simultaneously. There we go. Knocked the turret off. Good shot. Well, we flooded this. This is secured now. We still have armored assets we can bring up. Terrain is a little bit tricky here. It's very open on this right side. This is where we've taken a lot of casualties. This is where we've lost a lot of tanks. It's interesting how the snipers are staying back. Look at that. As they would. Infantry's moving up though. They don't need much ordering. But that artillery back there, as you can tell, is stopping anything that gets out in the open. Let's try for one more push here. Oof.
От них не останется.
What do they have? Oh, it's all the way from back there. Okay. Yeah, that's something you have to keep in mind with these long ranges. The opponent can be very far away, and usually if you're a stationary tank, you're gonna have the drop on the enemy as we approach. Ooh, look at this long range engagement though. Nice. I want to see like even more open maps because while I like the design of this city part here, it bogs a lot of armor down, and I think the strength infantry is a nice sort of side assets. Like you see them on the map, they're running around, they're shooting, they're adding something to it. But I feel like major armor battles is the strength, and for those you need more open terrain, more open ground where they can, where they don't get bogged down. Now, obviously, this right approach is a bit more open, but it's under constant artillery fire, and enemy armor's got them pinned, so it's very costly to assault, which is why you just need a lot of units to get through with these. And you know, they get stuck in trenches, so this game, in its core, wasn't per se made for these kinds of engagements. It's more micromanaged infantry battles and stuff, but obviously to a much greater scale than predecessors of the similar titles. But still, this mod with the ranges and the atmosphere and all these massive, like these great tanks, these T-72s and everything, they look stunning in this mod. I think this mod would feel very nice in a... Oh, see, we just got knocked out there as well. They've got something back there. Boom! want to see more of these engagements. So that's just a little feedback. More open ground, more of these fields of Europe, rather. Where we can have these big tank battalions pushing out. And artillery and tanks and, you know, infantry in, like, entrenched positions. But not the focus. Did we knock it out? Can you even see it? Oh, it punched through. No, it didn't. Oh, that is awesome. That's what I want to see more of. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Oh, I think we knocked it out there. No, it's still active. More fields like these. These are great with the green and the brown. Maybe not so much of the crop on them. Ooh, not deadly artillery. Boom. So how are we doing in terms of manpower here? Well, you know, we took the city. We got some spread out assets here and there, but overall, look at how deadly this was. All the casualties out here on the beach. True beach assault. But once again, you kind of, when you zoomed out and you're getting the bigger scale of things, you miss out on some of that. Some of the infantry casualties and what's actually happening because you're focusing on the bigger movements. And I really enjoy that, like the big movements, like a lot of tanks and companies and battalions advancing. That is where I think this mod has its strength. And I think that's more suitable on bigger maps of this kind and perhaps less streets because the AI isn't very good with them. And these destroyed areas with a lot of debris make it hard for tanks to advance and maneuver as well. But great map. Great battle. I really enjoyed it. Especially the beach assault part was very cool. Thank you guys for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.